Sushi back, stoosh girl to the activation time. Wine.
Every man I don't know, say I can say, come here represent for Michelle J. Get him up for the margin and up in the nation.
Yeah, my son, man, it's Answell full representing for Get With The Fix with Michelle G. You understand? You know that's something to go. You know the code. I mean, I say one way we have to make it out of the slum. And no more I want and I can run. Michelle G, tell them Get With The Fix.
You are listening to Get With The Fix Radio, New Jersey's #1 station for music, talk, and mix-up, featuring some of the world's most versatile DJs and hosts from around the world. To listen live and or to advertise with us, please go to www.getwiththefix.net.
Man, not like Michelle G. Get with the fix. I go on with itself. I Danny Boy represent.
Hey, yo, you know it's Bounty Killer, and you're all in tune to Michelle G. And Get With The Fix Radio, every Wednesday 9 to 11 p.m. Kaboom!
I mean, say what go on, Michelle. See you doing all right. You know the vibes. Diana representing.
My girl, this is showtime. This is your time. So start pushing back. Stoosh girl to the back. Start pushing back. Stoosh girl to the activation time. Wine. Yes, girl, wine. Yes, girl, wine. Yes, girl, activation time.
Good evening. I am back in the building.
Yes, girl, wine. Yes, girl, activation. This is a bubbling time. Just back it up and start to turn up this vibe. DJ better juggle with life. Make y'all shake that waist and don't waste my time. Mind like you want me get up inside. We go fet up then set up and wet up inside. When you head lash up, you don't know your type. It's back as you like. You look good, but can you wine? Because looks go come tonight. I want you start pushing back. Just start pushing back. Yes, girl, you bad on the ground. I want you rock it like guys a man. I want you start pushing back. Just start pushing. Activation time. Wine. Yes, girl, wine. Yes, girl, wine. Yes, girl, activation time. Wine. Yes, girl, wine. Yes, girl, wine. Yes, girl, activation.
Good evening. Get with the fix, Michelle G. I am fully back in the building. I have been missing for a long time, feels like to me. Yeah, for a long time. I've been sick. I was sick, you know. I just got my voice. You still hear a little something in my throat. Pause. But I was sick for a little bit and now I'm officially back in the building. I hope everyone is having a great new year. It's a whole new year. Wow, it really is a whole new year. It's 2023. I hope you guys, some of us start off the year talking about new me, new, old me gone, all of those things. But I don't know how people change in a day. Like from 12:31 to 1:1, you're going to be a whole new person. I'm not sure how that works, but some people, I guess, figure it out. I don't know. Because I'm the same old person that I was last year, which was 4 days ago. How are we? What were we changing, folks? What were we changing? A lot to discuss tonight. I am back here in the building. Hopefully I don't get sick again. I had symptoms of the flu. I didn't actually have the flu, which is really weird. But my body was done. Everything was just done for a while. And then it just last week I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the show. But then my voice was like, yeah, nah. So thank God I record every show that I do, I record it so then I could play it back. So unfortunately, and I'm going to apologize to the other stations for for me having to replay so many shows, but you guys know that I was trying to get my health back together. So now I'm good. I'm back. God is good. God is great. I did not have COVID. Thank you, Jesus. God is great. The one thing I will tell you guys though is when you go to do a flu test, if you think the needle for the COVID test is horrible, yo, that flu test, whatever tube, whatever, it went like places. It went like places that I never thought people could go, but it went places and it was horrible. It made me cry. And I'm not a cry, but it made me cry. Yes, Ish. Of course, I could see your comment. What type of equipment do you think I have? What is wrong with Henry Ishmael? Ish, I'm actually glad you're on the live because I'm going to call you later. I got a conversation I want to talk to you. Talk to some of the fellas about later in the show. I am live back in the building. Let everybody know. Tell everybody. Share the live. You know, those types of things. But y'all, them, they don't cry. They don't. But Ish, that needle was serious. That tube, I keep saying needle. That tube that they stick down your nose when to do the flu test, it's no joke. It's no joke at all. Of course, we are streaming live on GetWithTheFix.net, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix Entertainment, Metric, Coffee, Majestic in New York. I want to say thank you guys again for bearing with me. All of the other stations that I was on, thank you for bearing with me. It was just a lot going on, but I think I'm better. I think I'm better now.
All they looking at me slight is only top quality man that me like. And you know me bumper ready. So when you see
Under construction, what up?
say that is man. Me love every inch of that. Me love how you always strap. And when you broke out and broke out me back. That is man. Hold me tender, make me surrender. Spin me wrong, turn like a blender. Bend me up and mash up me tender. Say that is man. Oh, you bend up the back. Fine, cause you turn up. Oh, you do me like that. Wine, till it's turn up. Oh, you rough up.
Hi, friends. Happy New Year. This is the brand new Red Dawn rhythm. Okay, this is a brand new soca rhythm called Red Dawn.
Bend, gala, bend, come gala again, see the gala and them. Bend, gala, bend, come gala again, put him on and them. Bend, gala, bend. That is man. Me love every inch of that. Me love how you always strap. And when you broke out and broke out me back. That is man. Hold me tender, make me surrender. Spin me wrong, turn like a blender. Bend me up and mash up me tender. Say that is man.
Get with the fix, Michelle G. I am here in the building.
Yeah.
Baddest thing. You know your body. Baddest thing. Yeah. Baddest thing. Hey, y'all in the back. I never know a bumper could have bounced like that. Girl, you are the baddest thing. Yeah, you are the baddest thing.
I just want for y'all to be aware that it is soca season, right? It is carnival season, Trinidad Carnival. Y'all know it's February. So they're going to be dropping a bag of soca songs. I got a couple, some brand new ones to play tonight as well. Sham, Fayan, you know, a lot, and the Bungie. There's a lot of soca songs busting right now because Carnival is in the air.
You know your body. Sexy gal in the middle. Your body like a jello. It does not trigger. You are the baddest thing. True. Baddest thing. Fruit get on the side. It's like to the side. Now while we drive all the man while you the baddest thing. Baddest thing. Yep. Left, right, each cheek, I go bam bam. Bend your back, make it beat like a drum drum. In the middle with a split, make it slam down. On the ground, fling it, turn around.
You know, I've always said I wanted to go to Carnival, Trinidad Carnival, but that thing is expensive. It's really expensive to go to Trinidad for Carnival. Really, very.
You order in your drink, but your waist stirring up like a car. You the baddest thing.
Patrice again. Ladies, them. Allison.
This is Miss Allison Hines and Patrice.
You don't have to hold back. Everybody wanna see a roll back. You don't have to hold back. Everybody wanna see a roll back. What you mean?
like seeing a veteran soca artist and a young soca artist. But Patrice is not that young of a soca artist. She's been out doing music for a very long time. But she's one of the young women, in this whole soca game. So this song is called The Queen's Order. Alison Heights and Patrice Roberts.
Everybody wanna see a roller. You don't have to hold back. Everybody wanna see a roller. What you mean? Them not causing a scene. Make me step in. Everybody take colors of the queen. I wanna see party on the ground, party on the ground. Rock and go down, party on the ground, party on the ground, party on the ground. Rock and go down, party on the ground. Now, Friday, not a social wine, not a chip. Show them the bumper, fully equipped. Now drop to the ground, girl, kill them with it. Cause you don't wanna be like the others. Hug up on the road like lovers. In your pretty costume where you spend all your dollars. Now show them your true colors. What you mean? Them not causing a scene. Make me step in. Everybody take colors from the queen. I wanna see party on the ground, party on the ground. Rock and go down, party on the ground, party on the ground, party on the ground. Rock and go down, party on the ground. Nah, still not it. Like you don't want wine in your fancy kit. Every day in the gym so your body well fit. Girl, kick off your shoes and kill them with it. Cause you don't wanna be like the others. Fuck up in the fence like lovers.
Ish, you started already. Ish said there's no body on the ground in this song.
Make me step in. Everybody take colors from the queen. I wanna see party on the ground, party on the ground. Rock and go down, party on the ground, party on the ground, party on the ground. Rock and go down, party on the ground. You don't have to.
It feels so good to be back here. I am not going to lie. It really feels good to be back here. Like I said, this is his brand new 2023 soca. It is called the Red Dawn Rhythm. Y'all know I get a lot of new music. I have a lot of people who send me music all the time. So it's carnival season. Hi Wendy, hi Glamour. It's carnival season. So you're gonna see, like I said, you're going to see a lot of brand new soca songs coming out right now. Because next month is Trinidad's carnival. So of course, every day or two or something like that, every week there's going to be a lot of soca songs dropping. So it's the season. It is the season for soca music. Again, Happy New Year, everybody. When do we stop saying Happy New Year is always the thing. That's always the thing. Like, I guess every time you see somebody that you haven't seen yet for the New Year, you say Happy New Year. I don't know, but when do we stop saying Happy New Year? Because I'm basically over saying it at this point. I'm like, hey, you good? Whatever. The normal hello. I think I'm over saying Happy New Year already, and we're only on day 4. So yeah, it's a whole until you see the person you haven't seen. Ish, come on now. So if I see you in February, I'm gonna be like, Happy New Year, really? In March? No, that's too long. Long. That is too long. Like I said, we're streaming live on GetWithTheFix.net, Mighty Mix, Metric Coffee, Majestic Blaze, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Roku TV, My Tuna Radio, and Google Play. Yeah, I forgot. I have to finish working out the Apple stuff. I'm definitely gonna work on that. I'm also redoing the whole studio. I got a bunch of people working right now on graphics. My good friend Banky Hype will be doing the installation and all of that kind of stuff for the studio. So Magaman, my graphic designer, is currently working on all the graphics that I want in here, just to do, revamp the studio for the year. And I'm trying to stay away from buying equipment. But I had a conversation with my son today, who is, he streams. So he's always buying equipment. And I said to him today, like, I need something. So he's like, what is it? Because, he be talking to me like I'm 5 and he's 25. I don't know. So I might be doing something, hooking up the studio a little different. Now, where is my Where's my stuff for the show today? Oh God. Here. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, so we have a lot to discuss. First of all, I just want to say that this Sunday, I think it was this past Sunday, I'm laying in my bed and I get a text from my son. Like he was like, "Oh my God, mom, a player just passed out on the field." And I was like, wow. So we are keeping our prayers open for Damar Hamlin. He actually passed out on the field this past Sunday, and the game was stopped. I don't think they're going to be resuming any of the games right now until he at least gets better. He had a cardiac arrest. Sorry, he went into cardiac arrest. They had to resuscitate him one time because the news kept posting twice. It was one time that they had to resuscitate him. He is 24 years old. So we are going to continue to send prayers to him and his family. They said that he's doing a little better. He's still in critical condition, but he's doing a little better. So, God is great. He has more work to do. There's also he started a toy drive. And I think they at the time that when he started the toy drive, I think he only had about $2,500 in a toy drive, and now I think it's up to millions, because folks started donating once this incident happened with him. So of course we are keeping him in our prayers and hope that he pulls through this. For a parent with a child, if you are a parent, you never want to see your little person, or we listen, as a parent, your child will forever be a little person, no matter how old they are. We never want to see our kids hurt. So we're hoping and we're praying that he pulls through that. And he has his family around him, so we're just gonna pray that he pulls through that. But the game of football is a very harsh, hard hitting body game. I think there was also another player who's 38. I think he retired or something like that, and he just passed away as well. So we're not sure. And then somebody told me the other day this information I didn't need to know, that people who took the COVID vaccine are getting heart attacks. And I'm like, okay, I didn't need to know that. I didn't care. Like, but I was told that. So I don't know. I don't want to think about it, because then I'm gonna start getting anxiety, even thinking about that aspect of the COVID vaccine, because I did take it. I had to take it. Some people I know, a lot of people I know took it. So we're gonna hope and pray that none of that stuff is true. Yeah, and that's where we are with that. Okay. There is a new variant they say coming as well, which is worse than the COVID, the actual one. So we're also gonna hope and pray that that don't come. We're gonna hope and pray. I just got a message that he coded again in the hospital. Oh my gosh. Whew, so they're saying that Damar coded again in the hospital. So we're just gonna keep in our prayers and hope that he makes it through this ordeal. We don't know what really causes cardiac arrest, but I think he was hit in the chest. I wonder though if he was sick before he even went to play, and didn't say anything to anybody. I wonder if that was also the case. He probably was not feeling well and he just didn't say anything. And here we are. But again, we're going to keep him on our prayers, and hopefully he pulls through this whole ordeal and situation. Okay. Like I said, when you're a parent and your child or somebody that that have children is hurt, like there's no explaining that feeling. If you don't have kids, you will never understand what that feels like. So his uncle said he caught it again in the hospital. Okay. So we're not really sure, because Dre, the family actually said that he only caught it one time in the field. And that same family member put out that he caught it twice. So I'm hoping that, what that family member is saying is not the truth. But I'll keep you guys posted. My Instagram be live with everything going on around the world every day. And so you guys will know the update as to what's happening with that. Again, I'm happy to be back in the building. Happy New Year. I haven't been here since when? Since before Christmas. Oh, wow. I haven't been here since before Christmas. Again, not my fault. I wasn't doing well, and I'm the type of person, if I'm not feeling well, I'm not gonna kill myself to do something. So I wasn't feeling well, and it got me together. I think I'm together. And I'm glad I'm okay. Now, I posted a video on my Instagram. Like, we're jumping right into the show. Next week we're gonna have our guests. No guests this week. So I posted a video on Instagram, and I post things a lot because I like to have conversations. I like to see how people think about certain things. Sometimes I respond, sometimes I don't, just because I just want other people to have their opinion. So I posted this video, and I want to call a few of my guy friends because when this video went up, some people had some issues with it. Hi, Rhonda.
When do you believe
Yes.
that the man should pay all of the
Oh,
bills?
you know I love this. What? You can marry debt.
Oh.
If you marry someone who has debt, guess what?
That's your
You
debt.
marry debt. That becomes your debt, your responsibility.
Yeah.
Now, if you filing tax returns together and they owe money, guess where the money's coming out of?
Your money.
Those taxes, because you married someone that had bad debt. You need to really consider that. So here's my thing about paying bills.
Yeah.
If should a man pay?
Should a man pay the bills, B? Stop skating, B. Skate key. Stop skating.
I
Empire.
believe
Now, you know
100%.
Sean
If
don't
you
skate.
guys, if both of you are making a good equal amount of money,
Yeah.
no. And I'm gonna tell you why.
No what?
No, he don't pay all the bills.
Okay. Ooh.
You're not gonna pay all the bills.
Word.
Only reason I'm paying all the bills if you're doing something that justifies me paying the bills. If you helping me run my company, of course I'm paying the bills because you're saving me tens of thousands of dollars.
This is married? This is
So
you
you
married?
Married. If you're
works
married
for
to me,
you or works with
no,
you?
we work for the company together.
Okay.
But if we work for the company together, yeah. But if you just sitting home, chilling, doing nothing, don't have a career, and no, I'm sorry.
Wait,
Hold on. What you think?
wait.
No, I'm not paying
no,
all the bills.
No.
What
So that's always because I see a lot of times a lot of people post about this whole 50-50 thing, right? People post a lot about 50-50 of bills. You pay 50, I pay 50. And a lot of times the conversations are always, sometimes the men will be like, no, we pay all the bills. And then sometimes they're like, no, we're doing 50-50, right? So that was the question. Should the man pay all the bills in the household? The number is 908-578-3237. Should the man pay all the bills in the household? Regardless of his income, should he pay all the bills in the household? I brought this conversation up because I want to go into a different conversation, but I'm going to call some of my guy friends because I know they ain't going to call. So I'm going to call them because I want to have this conversation about paying bills, because a lot of times these men always they'll debate me all day on social media. All day they'll debate me. But when it comes to the radio, everybody all of a sudden gets busy. So yeah, I'm calling one of them right now because I want to understand. I got the question I want to ask you. Let me see if he answer.
Hello.
Officer, good evening. How are ya?
I didn't think you was gonna call me. Wow. What's up?
Why wouldn't I call you? So
Happy
New Year. Yeah, we talk already, Ish.
Happy
Don't do
New
it.
Year.
Don't do it, Ish. We talk all the time. Did you hear the video I just played?
Oh no. I came off. I got a call.
Oh, you're working?
No, I ain't working.
Okay. So
Not a
what
phone
happened
call.
is I'm gonna replay it for you because I want you to hear the conversation, okay?
Do you believe
Yes.
that the man should pay all of the bills?
Oh, you know I love this. What? You can marry debt.
Oh.
If you marry someone who has debt, guess what? You marry debt. That becomes your debt, your responsibility.
Yeah.
Now, if you filing tax returns together and they owe money, guess where the money's coming out of? Those taxes, because you married someone that had bad debt. You need to really consider that. So here's my thing about paying bills.
Yeah.
If should a man pay?
Should a man pay the bills, B? Stop skating, B. Skate key. Stop skating.
I believe
100%.
If you guys, if both of you are making a good equal amount of money,
yeah,
no. And I'm gonna tell you why.
No what?
No, he don't pay all the bills.
Okay. Ooh.
You're not gonna pay all the bills.
Word.
Only reason I'm paying all the bills if you're doing something that justifies me paying the bills.
So Ish, you heard that?
I heard.
What's your thoughts? Give me your thoughts.
He ain't lying.
Which part?
She got to be doing something to make me want to pay all the bills.
Okay. Like what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the contributions you bringing into the house that I got to pay all the bills?
Oh.
So if we got rent and mortgage, right now, I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out. Now, if we got several cars, right, and you gotta put in all that extra overhead with if you have children, right, and because them them expensive, right?
That they are.
So when you hear people say, well, a man should pay all the bills and the woman shouldn't, and save she money for what? So when time comes and this man needs something, he got to go and ask her for money. How that makes sense. Look, Gabrielle just said she cheat on Siobhan.
Listen, don't go there yet. That's the next conversation I'm about to have.
So, no, a man shouldn't pay all the bills.
Okay.
Now, if the woman is home and taking care of the kids and she's a housewife, you know, she handling that and doing everything in the house. And if he has it within him to do so, then by all means. But this thing nowadays where the man should pay all the bills and the woman working and she shouldn't pay nothing. Nah, if both people are making the same amount or the equivalent amount, split them things down the middle.
Okay. So the 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50. Because you get to save what you need to save and do for you, and she get to save what she need to save and do for her. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Have a great night.
No worries, Douglas.
This is always a conversation on social media. It's always a conversation about who should pay the bills. Let me see if one of my other friends answer, because he be hiding from me. Let me see. I'ma see. Let me see. Don't tell me on the air.
Hello?
Good evening, friend. How you doing?
Michelle, don't do that. You can't hear that echo there. Don't do that.
You know, I like to bother you. I love it. It gives me joy to bother you. It gives me joy. So I have a question. On the phone is Bigger. Hi, Bigger. I have a question. Michelle. Here's the question, Bigger. You ready? Should men pay all the bills? Because Bigger always got a lot of stuff to say on social media. Should men pay all the bills, Bigger?
It all depends, though, you know.
On what?
It all depends, you know.
On
if a woman do what she's supposed to do, a man not gonna do what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
So it's what hand in hand, you know. But kind of tie up right now at the airport, so I will call you back.
Bye, Bigger. Bigger is one of those people who are always on my social media, always talking a bag of mess, and now all of a sudden he tie up, right? Should men pay all the bills? Hi, Rain. Happy New Year. Yeah, I see I still got a little cough. Should men pay all of the bills? I'm calling some of my guy friends tonight because they always got a lot to say. So, let me see if this one is available. Let me see. Let me see if he's available to answer this question for me.
Hello?
Good evening, Devo. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy holidays. How you doing?
I am well. So, Debo, you're live on air, and I have a question. I'm calling a bunch of guys because I want to answer to this question, okay? You ready?
Okay, what's going on?
All right. Should men pay all the bills?
Should a man pay all the bills?
Uh-huh.
When you say all the bills, like, can you elaborate on that question, please?
All the bills, Debo. All. Everything.
So the maintenance bill and the light bill and, the eyelash bill and everything?
Timo, you went to eyelash?
Yeah, eyelash these days are like 60, 50 bucks.
What? What are you talking about? Lashes are 90 to 100 and some dollars. Though that.
Well, you see with the inflation due to COVID, look at that.
Listen. Okay, everything went up. So.
Yeah. So
what?
Listen, all the bills now.
All the bills.
Me personally still. Me personally. It depends on the situation.
Okay. What's the situation? Right? Tell me.
No, if it's a case where, your significant other, she is a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
And she is doing her duties.
Okay.
As a stay-at-home mom, then yes, you could say, okay, you're taking over this responsibility to provide that roof over the head.
Okay.
To ensure that everything is maintained and everything.
Okay.
So that is one. But two, now, if she at work, and, we have built something together and everything, and we have worked together as a partnership, right? Then however it works for both parties, then it works for them.
Okay.
Now, from saying that a man should pay majority, or a man should pay less, or a woman should pay less, or whatever the case may be. People have to remember that each relationship is different.
True,
right?
True.
And each household is also different.
True.
So whatever works for that partnership and that relationship, that's how they come together as a team.
Okay.
To win together.
Okay. I could dig it. I like it. Thank you, Debo. Debo, what party you got? What party you got going on, Debo? Here's your time for your plug.
So April 10th, it's all about pre-ranking birthday party. A night called Antics. It's in Connecticut. Currently right now we have the Jada Kingdom out on the Street Hours Rhythm. And we also have the Jada Kingdom out right now, One Life, which is a single now available on all digital platforms, your Spotify, your YouTube, your Apple Music. We have some more music coming out. We have some Chronicler and stuff like that to be released and all that good stuff.
Definitely. I don't think I have the second Jada Kingdom. Did you send it to me? Like you're slipping, Debo. Come on now.
Well, if I didn't say it to you, I'm gonna make sure that you get it tonight.
Yeah. Listen, before the end of the night, Debo. Have a good night and thank you. Bye bye.
All right, take care. Big up yourself, Mr.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think which other guy friend I could call because this is a topic that is very, very, very serious. I don't know if this one gonna answer your phone. Let me see, because he on business hours. He might not answer. Another one who always has a lot to say on social media. Oh, he answered.
Hello.
Hi, love. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, lovey. How are you?
I am well. Go into the British accent for me.
Is it?
On the telephone line is my dearest friend, Mr. Magaman himself, the graphic designer, all-around guy. So, Margo, I have a question for you.
Yeah. Sure.
Because I'm talking to all of my guy friends who are always loud on my post on social media. So yeah. So should a man pay all the bills?
Of course. Once I reap the benefits of the person I pay the bills for, you know.
I think I'm gonna have to put out an ad or something for you, cause you was the first one for say sure with no nothing else.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Why?
Is
you gotta tell us why. Yeah, why?
Once so once the woman make herself like totally 150% catering to a man's need, where him not even have to scratch him head or wonder about certain things. Yes, I'm supposed to provide that level of security and comfort. Remember, a comfortable woman makes a comfortable home.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it, Margaret. I like it.
But if it's a case where in misery and all that stuff, and that, like then of course he might go feel like him getting whatever I get, like the coattail riding. If him doing everything and then him not get no form of mental relief or that comfort what him require, because all right, men are low maintenance.
Okay.
They only need like attention, like a good meal, like you know the rest.
Right.
As for women, is a wide variety of create comfort for a woman. So if a man gonna go all out to do all that, then the least she can do is just cater to his needs. And then it's a win-win situation. And I'm sure no man, every man have this thing. Like me personally, like once a woman like will cater to my needs, like it reaches a level where the price don't even matter, because mentally I believe that you deserve it. Like,
I like
for what you put out for me, you deserve that. Like, it don't matter the price or none of that. You know, some guys will spend the money and they'll be like, yo, just spend that price. Yo,
yeah.
And then whine about it because them not really value that person that much, where the price tag, them still see the price tag versus the value of the person. So yeah.
I like it.
I believe a man should take care of all the bills. Once everything in line and is, he might get that the woman make herself available to him, he make himself available to the woman in that manner, among other manners. You understand?
I like it, Margo. So, I like it.
Yeah, the balance have to create, man.
I'm glad, Margo. Margo, this is Margo's business line, and he answered for me. So, Margo, you always make me feel special.
No, for real. You know, normally this hour nobody can.
I know nobody can.
I was like, from when Michelle called me, I was like, yo, this, like, I gotta answer this.
I like it. Now, with the whole Gabby Union thing, because you made a statement today. I started that conversation because I wanted to get into Gabby, where she's saying that because she was paying all the bills, she felt the need to cheat. Now, let's put it over to the man's side, because you're a man. If you're paying all the bills,
like, me have 110% reason why, like, legit. So, Gabby is, how would I put it now?
PG-13.
Yeah, no, we're gonna keep it PG-13. All right, Gabby, in my perspective, yeah. She is a dominant female. And she is, how would I put it now? You see, like, he who makes the rules break the rules. But he who pays the fools play the fools. You understand? If it was a case where this man was strong enough, the roles would switch. She would have to tone down a little bit, because obviously she's the alpha one in the situation. And this man don't mind being comforted, if you understand. So you have men who are like women, or have women tendencies, are soft in nature. we don't really put down their foot and then like allow their woman to respect them. Because remember, if you don't have boundaries, respect can't exist.
Yeah, true.
So he personally didn't set any boundaries. So she won't have no respect for him as a man. And then whereas it went that she was paying all the bills in the house or whatever, he technically was a toy boy in a sense.
Oh my.
Yeah, no, that's what he is, indirectly.
Oh my. Okay.
So that's why she could come out at this very stage in her life and say something like that.
Yeah.
Because guess what? He was more the one catering to her.
Yeah.
She was the one more providing for him.
Yeah.
So as you see, it's like, I will put it now, like the like I always use the analogy of the lion pride.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes the male lion get all the credit to being strong and whatever, but what he really does, he only protects the pride.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's not the one who's providing for the pride or keeping the pride together or nurturing the pride. So when you meet a woman, so just like the movie, the woman is actually the king is actually a woman.
Yeah.
In the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah.
But oftentimes, because of the male society we live in, they don't put it that way.
Definitely.
So Gabby now is that lioness now who every relationship she goes into, she dominates. Because Wade used to be before. Wade used to be this masculine guy in the court or whatever. Look at it now. She dresses him now. She makes him profile in a sense where she is comfortable. She wants him to profile. He's now being the man that she wants him to be, but he never changed her. So he leaned into her versus
she leaning into him.
If every time you look, you see Gabby speaking on behalf of Dwayne.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking about their relationship.
Yeah.
She's always the mouthpiece for the relationship. She's always the one that put the shoes down to defend the relationship, to defend Dwayne, to defend the family. She's the one who's clapping back. You realize Dwayne Wade is a man of very little words.
Yes. Yes,
in
he
this
is.
relationship, all of a sudden, everything changed when he leaned into her. So therefore, if they were supposed to break up now, and he's supposed to really vent how he felt during this entire relationship, he's going to be like, oh, Gabby always run shit, control this and control that. And she's always had a handle on this or a handle on that. And then you're going to realize that she was the one always leading the relationship. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
So she know what she brings to the table. She brings the whole table, the server, the plates, the knife, the fork.
The whole table. And that's
all the man does is create the room. And she say eat. They eat when she say eat. If you look at it, every relationship she been into, she been the dominant one. But until she meet that alpha male, she gonna have to they gonna clash.
I don't think she gonna meet that alpha male because Dwayne is it. Ain't nothing else after that.
And that's why they can make the remarks about Dwayne being whatever, rainbow and all these things. Because masculine men like myself see that his masculinity has been
reduced
in question. Why? Because of his whole demeanor and who is in control. Like a man can see when a woman control a man from a mile away. It's almost like a pheromone. Like we just know, like, yo, if we're not going to talk to him, we're going to talk to his wife. Like if you need something out of him, we're going to talk to his wife. We're not going to talk to him directly because he's going to buck shuffle.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. In the male world, that's how it works.
Okay. Well, Magaman, thank you for your comments. I'm gonna call you tomorrow because we got some stuff to discuss. Okay.
All right.
But anybody, please, Magaman, give everybody your social media. Like he's one of the dopest graphic designers. Just give everybody.
So the handle is Magaman Designs, MAWGAMAN International. Magaman Designs _ International. INTL. For sure.
So before you go, say something in your British accent for me, because.
Well, yeah. I hope you all have a good night. Yeah. Take care.
Bye.
Keep listening to Michelle G.
Bye. Get with the fix, Michelle G. Like I said, I was calling a few of my guy friends because those conversations are really some tough conversations to have. Let me go back on the Instagram and see what you guys were saying on here. Also, hold on. Oh gosh, what is happening? Where the comments at? Yeah. So what happened is that Gabby Union had an interview. Hey Mario, and she said she felt comfortable cheating in her first marriage because she paid all the bills, right? She She opened up about infidelity and how her first marriage fell apart. So the actress, who's 50, sat down with armchair expert Dax on a podcast where she spoke about how her first marriage with former professional football player Chris Howard was destined to fail from the beginning. The inspection star described her marriage as dysfunctional since day one and said she definitely was not getting Wife of the Year awards. In my first marriage, neither one of us felt like the marriage should get in the way of our dating. Union told the comedian. As part of it was like keeping up with his activities, like, oh, that's what you're doing. You're going to feel this one. And I just felt entitled to it as well. She said, I was paying all the bills. I was working my off. And I felt like that's what comes, the spoils of riches. Adding, it was such a stupid relationship that should have never got out of the dating phase. She called a friend, gifted the actress and her ex-husband a therapy session where the therapist recommended the two separate because they had nothing in common. She also added that the therapist said the only thing you guys have in common is the other people. So why don't you just be with other people? Wow. She is now married to Dwayne Wade. They've been married since 2001. Of course, they had that split. He had a baby in the process and all of those things. But she's been married to Dwayne Wade for all of this time. And, like Magaman just said, she seems to be the dominant factor in that relationship. So the question is, let me see some of the ladies. Let me see which lady gonna answer me right now. The question is, if you as the woman pay all the bills, are you allowed to cheat? Are you allowed to cheat if you, the woman, pay all the bills? Is the question. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I've never been in a situation where I'm paying all nobody bills, first of all. And I don't think I ever want to be in that situation where I'm paying all of somebody bills. Just because I think that a partnership should be a partnership, and if I make more money or that person makes more money, then we decide who's gonna pay what, because we still want to travel, we still want to do all of these things. And to have one partner just working like a donkey is not beneficial to anybody. It's really not beneficial to anybody. Let me see if one of my dear friends is gonna answer. Let me see if she answer me tonight. Let me see.
Hello.
Hi, Fire Rama.
Hello, Dr. Gill. How are you?
Now, I have a question, Fire Rama. That's why I'm bothering you. So,
yes, what's up?
My question is, if you pay all the bills in your relationship as the woman, do you have the right to cheat?
If I pay all the bills, do I have the right to cheat? Hell yeah. If I pay all the bills, hell yes. Me are the man and woman that I me do as me please. So if no one cheat, then I go out there and cheat and you have to take it because me I pay all of the bills. I'm running the show in the house. So if I'm cheating, I'm cheating. And you have to just hold it. And hold your car and say, yo, grind.
Take your money,
go get a job and pay some bills up in this motherfucker. Then you can do you. You can go cheat too, bro.
Fire Rama, this is not sound chat where you can cuss on air.
I'm sorry. Well, excuse me. If you want to go cheat, go get a job and pay bills, and then you can cheat too. And then, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm paying all the bills, I'm cheating.
You're doing what you need to do. All right. Everybody, Fire Rama is on Sound Chat Radio. What days are you on Sound Chat, Fire Rama?
Also, Monday through Fridays in the morning, we have a morning program. And then I also have the Firestorm Hour, which is on Tuesdays and Fridays from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Fire Rama.
I'm cheating, ladies. If we're paying the bills, we're cheating. 2023, new things. New things are going for 23.
Fire Rama, bye. Goodbye. Fire Rama said she cheated. If she gotta pay all the bills, she is cheating. So Sharon said, listen to the topic. If the situation calls for paying all the bills, it's understood, but it must be a decision made from the start. Well, that him alone should pay the bills. Now, for the sake of life and changes, your woman should be given opportunity to earn enough, either by a job or by the man, to give her the opportunity that she's not just there at the hands of a man, but she feels her strength as a contributor to the progress and growth in the relationship. Look, relationships are different things for different people. Everybody has their way of doing their situations. And, like I said, if you feel as though you're paying all of the bills, and then there's the other aspect too, like if you're the alpha male in your relationship as a woman, sometimes your man might not feel good about that. Because there are some men who feel less than their woman, especially if the woman is the one taking care of the entire household. So you always have to be careful with that as well. And then there's a situation of where the woman might throw it in your face. I paying all the bills, so I could do whatever I want. Right? We women tend to do that. My love, Lips, how are ya?
Yep.
You're on.
Fine. What happened?
You're on air. First of all, let me make that clear, because I got friends that I have to tell them you can't talk to them on speakerphone, and Lips is one of them. Here's my question for you, Lips. You listening?
Okay, I'm listening.
If you're paying all the bills in the relationship, do you have the right to cheat?
Yes.
Why?
If you're not bringing anything but penis to the relationship, or in my case, vagina, then I can do whatever I want, because you're not helping me do anything. You're not. I mean, it may not sound fair, but then the pressure that the partner begins to feel, you should do something about it. But if you are comfortable with me paying all the bills, I'm comfortable doing me, son.
Okay, I think you and Fire Rama might be related.
No. It's real. It's when you think about it. If your relationship is so great, right, and a relationship is not based on funds,
right?
I've learned
right.
that. I'm 43, so I've learned that a relationship is not based on that. But if a person that you love and you decide to marry them, and then they decide to say, I don't want to do nothing.
Oh.
I like you paying all the bills.
Oh.
You do.
Okay.
I like to have stuff doing too going on, if you know what I mean. So it's only fair. I feel like it's only fair.
It's only
I'm
fair.
Team Gab Union. Yeah, it's fair.
It's fair. It's fair. All right, Lips.
It is.
Well, thank you. Appreciate y'all.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye.
You're very welcome, darling.
I feel like all of the women that I know are unruly people. Because everybody's like, yeah, we cheating. We are cheating because we are the alpha male and we are taking care of the bills. Okay. Get with the fix, Michelle G. I do have another serious topic I want to talk about, but I'm going to play a few songs and then we're going to come back and have some more conversations. I am streaming live on getwiththefix.net, Blaze Radio, Majestic, Coffee, Metric, Mighty Mix. All over the world, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Roku TV, Google Play, and MyTuner Radio. Michelle G. I am.
Yo, go up. You know the thing going on. I not trust woman, you know. I know too much married woman for trust woman. Them gala will leak your chip. Them gala. A cyclone, story time, our boyfriend go work around 7 o'clock. I mean up in the house zone 701. Cock a foot pan settee and I watch TV and I turn on the stove and I boil all tea and I yo go up.
Yeah, with the fix Michelle G. This is brand new. Cyclone. This song is called Story Time. Story Time. Listen.
I'm not trust woman, you know. I know too much married woman for trust woman. Them gyal will lick your chip. Them gyal. A cyclone, story time. My boyfriend go work on 7 o'clock. I'm up in the house on 7:01. Cock up foot pan settee and I watch TV and I turn on the stove and I boil all tea and I walk around the house in a polo shots. She tell me she love happy polo shots. I mean, now go lie, me knee hurt me, but you know, so me still have to play the part. Come me up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, and me hope say you ready. Come me up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly. Me hope see you ready, come me up in the telly and me now come out. So link me and time him out at town. Just wash him shirt and wash him socks, make sure him have clothes and him come back home. If you don't want him none, then talk him out. Find a excuse and walk him out. Cause him a work hard and me broke like dog, but you still a bounce like a bounce about. Come me up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, and me hope see you ready, come me up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, and me up in the telly, and me hope say you ready. Up in the telly, and me hope say you ready. Up in the telly, and me hope say you ready. Get bring out me selling, come me up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal.
So that song that Cyclone is singing is basically a song where you can't trust women. Because Cyclone said he been with too many married women to trust women, is what he's saying. Basically, the husband leave at 6:01 and 7:01. He's in the house, right?
Up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, and me hope say you ready. Come up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, up in the telly, gal. Up in the telly, and me hope say you ready. Come up in the telly, and me.
Get with the fix, Michelle G. Like I said, I got some brand new songs I'm playing tonight. This is Cherise Collymore. One wine.
I could rest this wine on any man that I choose. You know that is true. But baby, I haunted. And it's every time that I find myself in the mood. I'm thinking about you now. You come like a hurricane. You bring me rain, bring thunder. I want you to shelter me. And all when I'm pouring down in the clouds, come over. I'm giving you everything. One wine and you over. You make me, darling. You make me feel, baby. You make me feel.
It is carnival season in Trinidad. So like I said, you're just going to be hearing a lot of brand new soca. My inbox, my email is full of them. Full.
Nobody, no. I will never give it to nobody. No. Everyone that
Wow.
This is brand new Bungie Garland.
Hey, bumpers on the fence, yeah. Bumpers on the wall. Bumper by the shop, by the parlor, by the mall. All bumpers. Cardinal bumpers. Yeah. Bring it to the front and fling that. Yeah. Push the bumpers up and pin that. Yeah. Leave the bottom cock up so. In a position, leave it in that position. In a position, leave it in that position. Fling that. Yeah. Push the bumpers up and pin that. Yeah. Leave the bottom cock up so. In a position, leave it in that position. In a position, leave it in that position. Bumper pushing out, I could see that on the next road. Bumper like a bomb, tick, ready to explode. Bumper going hard like a bee shaking in text mode. Send me your text, yo. Send me your text. Don't worry, I'm a swag, I'm a twist, I'm a crack, I'm a wind, I'm a roll, I'm a big, I'm a trap, and sign that thing with the wind, I'm a walk, I'm a ride that thing, giddy, up, I'm a work, I'm a swag, I'm a twist, I'm a crack, I'm a wind, I'm a roll, I'm a big, I'm a trap, and sign that thing with the wind, I'm a walk, I'm a ride that thing, giddy, up. Wind over your, bring it up. Bring it up, wind over your.
And you know we can't play Bungie without playing the wife. Yeah, I know we can't play Bungie without playing the wife.
Wow. Yes, lawless.
This is brand new to Sham and Fayon Lions. This is called No Behavior.
No behavior. Flirty. Tell mommy and daddy go hide. Come we bring in the bedroom outside. Can't make them see how she ride. But I not the doctor prescribe. Back it up and turn on the motor. Zoom in and snap me a photo. We are party no come poker. Let loose and go on like you're loco.
No behavior.
Let loose and go on like
you're
you're
we have
loco.
no behavior.
Let loose and go on like
This year we have no behavior. 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 No behavior. We have no behavior. This year we have no behavior.
Let loose and go on like
This year we have no behavior.
Let loose and
I absolutely love to see reggae artists and soca artists come together and do a song.
This year we have no behavior. Let's get crazy. Get high like a plane ride. What you mean? Bend over and stay right. What you mean? Bend back for the walk ride. What you mean? When you're behind the truck riding. Friday. Use is the code riding. Friday. Anything is the mode riding. What you mean? Like you on the road riding. What you mean? Get back for your old riding. Friday. All hands on the road. Hands up. You wanna fly away.
I'm sitting on top of the world.
Here we have no behavior.
This is the Shaman Fair Lion.
We have no behavior.
Let loose and go on like
Here we have no behavior.
we just have one back, so
This year we have no behavior. This year we have no behavior.
no restriction, anything goes. If you feel hot, take off your clothes. When we raving, everyone knows. So we don't mind if underwear shows. Tell them we party like pros. Get a wine in circles and rows.
Like I said, it is soca season, people. If you don't know, let me tell y'all, it is February in Trinidad. It's soca season. So you're going to get a lot of soca all over the place. All the reggae artists are joining up with the soca artists to do a lot of songs. So all of the new soca songs, I'm playing a few of them tonight. This one right here is Destra and Docs. This one is called Pump Like Blood.
It feel good to leave the house, come out the road and hold a vibe and hit a party with you. Bring a bacchanal. All drinks premium. We could take a straight shot, so baby, we could take it slow. I promise when I hold on to you, baby girl, there ain't no letting go.
Like a couple my waist and your bumper engage. When we come out of it, every road is the stage.
Come let we pump like blood. In every vein, you very dirty like water. In every drain,
Rep your flag to the sky. Let it fly like a plane when some living like
Here we go.
Oh, feel good to leave the house, come out the road and hold a vibe and hit a party with you. All drinks premium, we could take a straight shot, so baby, we could take it slow. I promise when I hold up to you, baby girl, there ain't no letting go.
like a couple my waist and your bumper engage. When we come out of it, every road is the stage. Oh, the situation make you happy or sad. Some was following protocol while some was being hardened. Some was trying recipes, some planting garden. Thank God this plague went into hiding like Bin Laden. Yeah.
Honestly, I miss my people every day. Every night before I go to sleep, for you I pray. Life is joy and sorrow, I laugh and cry. I feel good to see we say.
Come we pump like blood. They never revenge you,
very dirty like water.
Listen, soca music is one that you could do a workout in soca music. Like you literally could lose weight when it comes to soca music. Like I said, there's a lot of brand new soca music that's going to be dropping on a daily basis. I think I saw Marsha Montana just also drop a new rhythm today. It was kind of late. I was trying to get it. I'm gonna check my email and see if anybody sent it to me. But he also just dropped a brand new, another set of soca songs. It is soca season. Trinidad hasn't had a carnival, I think, 2 years, I think this is the first time they're getting back into carnival, if I'm correct. Am I correct? I think I am, because of COVID. Trinidad wasn't doing the whole carnival thing, and I think this is like the first year They are back. I don't even want to know what those ticket prices are for Trinidad right now. Because you gotta, if you're going out there, of course you gotta get a hotel, and of course all the hotels are gonna raise their prices because that's what hotels do. It's the season to make this bread, so why not? So yeah, carnival season is coming up in Trinidad, and it's soca season. It is soca season, whether you like it or not. It's soca season. I know what to tell y'all, but it's soca season. Like I said, I'm playing some brand new music tonight. I'm playing some new music tonight, and then we're gonna get back into some conversation.
DJ Michelle G at now, but she still not forget where she a come from. No, you don't need to girl seconds representing for DJ Michelle. All right,
that's all.
All right, that's
all. Right, that's all.
What am I say?
What up, seconds?
All right, that's all. A seconds. Man, I ask. I want it. All right, that's all.
Right, that's all.
Give me where I'ma set it. All right, that's all. Yes, goodie. All right, that's all. Watch on me, I catch it right there, so. Right there, so me, I catch it right there, so. Move, make me sit down right there, so. Right there, so sit down right there, so. Right there, so. Tick tock right there, so.
Right there, so.
Tick tock and the lock right there, so. Low me, make me jiggle up right there, so. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle up right there, so. Y'all bucket like fudge stick, like you want send him down up. Man alone can fat. Use a pump it. All them have 3 man and still hungry. We see deposit in a account monthly. Y'all not confront me. I mean have the in the country. Now watch me, I catch it right there, so. Right there, so me, I catch it right there, so. Move, make me sit down right there, so. Right there, so sit down right there, so. Right there, so. Tick tock right there, so. Tick tock and the lock right there, so. Low me, make me jiggle up right there, so. Jiggle up right there, so. Right there, so. Them a follow back at me, I must see echo. No pa me level, you have to take 10 step up. Oh, you are good up and up. Nah, swell up. Oh, you are good up and you alone say so. Girl, if your head up, just go and keep your head up. You are go off FedEx, some girl are go off.
Yeah, with the fix Michelle G. Like I said, I am playing some brand new songs tonight, and then we're gonna get back into a conversation. 007 The Ghost. What up? That's another one of the loud people on social media as well. When I make certain posts, I have some people who basically come on a post and we have conversations because I like talking to my folks on social media. But Get With The Fix, Michelle G, streaming live on getwiththefix.net, getwiththefix.com, Blaze Radio, Coffee, Majestic, Mighty Mix, Metric, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, Roku TV, MyTuner. We are all over the place. Shout out to all of my DJs who has been holding down the station while I was sick. Everybody, every day, 24 hours, there's someone playing on getwiththefix.net constantly all day long. And if there's nobody playing, then there's a replay of another show, my show, or somebody else's mix and those types of things. So, getwiththefix.net. This is a New Jersey artist. His name is Maga 100, and this is his brand new song called Up Again.
Oh, Kisko, you made this one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, can't stop, count up your food. Bangy line, bang, bang, bangy line. Chopper style, chopper style. Bangy line, bang, bang, bangy line. Chopper style, chopper style. We can't rock again. Just bangy line can't rock again. My ex-girl says she want again, and she a tell me says she a go bring a friend. Bad mind back of them, chat but we bless her no luck again. Them stress car we up again. We a beat them, bad bell buckle them. Step out in a Givenchy. The weed so bad me have to pinch it, dog. Top clamp on the celly. Say the wire transfer touchdown in a the daily. Chop it line at night, chop it in a daytime. Chop it in a snow, chop it in a summertime. Pop me color card, this a white color crime. Feel we style, we not in a rock fight. S580, yeah that's a the right. With a bad inside, she not a no pride. When she looking at me eyes, she see dollar sign. When me drive, this a suicide. We can't rock again. Just bang a line, can't rock again. My ex-girl says she want again, and she a tell me, says she a go bring a friend. Bad mind, back of them.
No Brockins in 2023, people. No Brockins in 2023. Get your money up. Do what you gotta do. Legal. Do what you have to do legally to get your money up. You know, I'm not tolerating. I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything. Shout out to Java, Destiny Media, and their entire team. They had Intimate over the weekend in Jamaica with two of my favorite people in the world, Buju and Mr. Barris. We do not call him Barris. That is disrespectful. That is either Uncle Barris or Mr. Barris. And of course, Taurus Riley was there. Miss Griffith, again, cannot disrespect. It's not Marcia, it's Miss Griffith. It was so dope to actually watch that event. One of my friends, my best friend, Antoinette, was actually there. She went down to Jamaica for her birthday. And she was there and she said, yo, Michelle, the place was crazy. The traffic was a mess though. She said it took people a long time to get to Kingston, to get to where the place was, Plantation Cove. But because it was so many people, but everybody waited and everybody got to where they got to the event. The show was dope. Shout out to the Real Stations. She went live so we could see it. Sun City, I think it's called. Sun City FM. I think that's the radio station in Jamaica. They went live as well, so that those of us who wasn't there could see it. I will definitely, if they do it next year, I will definitely be there. And you know, Jabba does Miami Carnival, which I'm sure, I'm waiting for the flyer to drop. I'm sure that flyer is dropping real soon, where he does Miami Carnival, the Miami show, around Memorial Weekend. So, you know, we're always media for that event. So I'm waiting for that to drop, to see if we get invited, to see if Get With The Fix gets invited again to do media for that event. Every year we've been media. I wasn't there last year because, you know, COVID and circumstances, but we were invited last year again to go. So just waiting to see if, you know, when he drops that flyer for Best of the Best, and if we get invited again for media, you know, I do, Cool G, I said Best of the Best. It was my mistake. Well, I do a lot of hosting. I haven't been doing hosting and that type of stuff, but I think I'm gonna start getting back to it. And in the summertime, I do more outside stuff and those types of things. You know, just it's cold. Like nobody likes to be outside cold. But you know, I do the live broadcasting, I do the hosting, everything. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping, Anthony Brown. Anthony, did you send me your music? If you didn't, just send it to me. The WednesdayFix@gmail.com, please. And then I can play your songs next week. I promise. Next week, I got you. Yeah, so I do outside hosting and live broadcasts. I take my equipment with me and I'm outside. My equipment is not cheap, so I don't go outside for nobody for free. I don't, so don't ask me because I don't. I'm not going outside for free. I don't need that kind of promotion. I don't care who doing it for promotion. I don't need it. I'm good because I know what I do. So I do baby showers, whatever. I do what I need to do when it comes to hosting, but I'm not going outside for free for nobody. We do promotions here as well. We've done a lot of promotions for a lot of big shows. The last one we did was the one at the Barclays with oh gosh, what am I name? Oi. But anyway, you know, we do a lot of things around here. And I don't go outside for free. I do not at all. I don't care what's going on. I ain't doing it. I don't need the promotion. I don't care about it. everything that's done around here, it's paid for because this station has to keep running, and it's not cheap to keep it running. It has to be paid for. All these equipment that you may see on these cameras or don't see, it's paid for again. So I don't do free stuff. I don't. I do not. And my price is my price. It just is that because I don't tell nobody what their price is. So my price is my price. Okay. Okay. I said what I had to say. Oh, one of my other songs that I have to play tonight. Shout out to iActin. Shout out to I Am Bling Blang. And Ragging King. This song is one of the songs on iActin's album, and this song is Ragging King with iActin, and the song is called Paranoid.
Right again, gang, again, yeah, Just tell me if me sane or me mad. No difference when me happy from the days when me sad, yeah. Like your blood in me vein, yeah, me clot. Me a beg you come save me, me God, yeah. Tell me if me sane or me mad. No difference when me happy or the days when me sad, yeah. Like your blood in me vein, yeah, me clot, yeah. Come save me, me God, yeah. Yeah. It's like me sick in me medical. The amount of fight me get, me still a say it necessary. And the pressure tough and ready. Young Father God still a give me burden them heavy. You know me see me that already round people when me love and still a act like it not dead. But me them wish a cemetery while me still want them marry.
Act here, me say the place I'm from. Yeah, for firm and I'm fair, tell someone. You better determine number. Me I beg you come save me, my girl. I tell you about the place I'm from. I have a firm and I'm fair, tell someone. You better determine number. Me I beg you come save me, my God. Cause where I'm from, it's a bloodshed. I go funeral Sunday. And me have one fiat then by Monday. Me know mommy must beg some around them. All in my sleep, my eyes open. Put on the clock like my antel. Mankind don't got conscience. Them say we are influence violence. Them a look somebody for blame and we not make no sense.
Tell me if me sane or me mad. No know when me happy from the days when me sad, yeah. It's like a blood in my vein, yeah. Come save me, me God, yeah.
Gwtf Michelle G. That is iActin and Ragging King. That song is called Paranoid. Paranoid.
Come save me, my God. Father save me. The pressure heavy than slavery. Survival of the key, me have to make it. Some letters from the alphabet, me have to stay with. Like zeros for sure and I no
them you want, but that's not good enough. Better off of your yard when you want put it trust. The amount of people will say them love, well, for secret many times and think it okay. Tell me if me sane or me man. No happiness are from the days when me sad, yeah. Like,
yo, it's so good to listen to good music. Like there's nothing like good music. I think all of the songs that I played here tonight have been some good music, good feeling music. Last week or the week before was Sting, and like I said, I was supposed to be here to talk about it the Wednesday, but I wasn't. And you know, the big controversy, the whole show basically came down to Queenie and Amari. And y'all know I love Amari. I do. You know, I have a lot of drops and songs and dubs and stuff from her. And you know, Queenie, I just got used to her. But Queenie has held her own when it comes to this whole, you know, back and forth all day social media between these two women, even though the show is over and it's done. I am, yeah, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm working on some things, and I'm not gonna say it yet because I don't want nobody to, you know, bad mind me because y'all like, anyway. Yeah, so you know, shout out to those two women who basically became the show. And then all of the other previous artists that were on there spent a lot of times on their social media just putting up videos and those things of when they were on, and I'm like, why is that necessary? Like, it's not that now. It's, you know, But we have a tendency of as people to go back to something because we see somebody else on stage doing it. So we tend to go back and say, well, look, I did it too, or whatever the case may be. But it wasn't even about that. And of course, people had a lot to say, like, why would Sting even bring those two women on there? That's not what Sting is about. But Sting is clash. If I'm mistaken, Sting is about clashing. So if two women are clashing, they're clashing, right? It may not be a Bounty and who they don't clash no more. Bounty and Beanie used to clash, or Ninja Man and whatever. It may not be that, but it was what it was. And the I don't know how you guys don't get a headache just listening to that ranting. They rant a lot. And I just tune it out because I'm like, I cannot listen to that all the time. This one cussing, this one, the one cussing, the one. Speaking of cussing, ladies, let me say this, okay? We've all been in relationships or situationships or side piece or whatever you want to call it, non-ship and whatever ship. And a man hasn't claimed us or put us in the forefront to make people know that we there with he or whatever. This young lady that keeps going live about popcorn, she needs to give it a rest. Because woman, the man clearly is showing the world that his woman is Tony Ann. She's on social media every day ranting and raving and carrying on about the man penis size and all of these things. You didn't know his penis was small or long or tall or slim or fat. You didn't know all of that when you was getting it. But all of a sudden, now that you and the man done, or he put you to the side, or he put Tony on a pedestal, now his penis is this, he did it, da. People were like, oh, she's a woman scorn. No, she's stupid. She's lame, is what she is. Because if you haven't been put in a forefront, why would you want anybody to know that you was even there? Like you said, you've been there for years. And we know Popcorn has shown us a lot of different types of women. And you have never been one of those girls that he put in the forefront. So why would you even do that now? Like, you can't tell me who I sleep with, because I'm going to tell you straight up. I don't know what the hell you talking about. I don't know nothing about that. You got to prove that to me. Nah, some of y'all just like to be loud with it. Just loud. Like let everybody know that you was there and da. Nobody cares. Let it go. For 2023, ladies, take your scorn self and sit in a corner and stop the foolishness. It's nonsense. It's stupid. It makes no sense. These women, a lot of these dancehall women are now putting themselves in situations and saying that they was with this man. Dexter Dapp is the top man that everybody allegedly been with. Dexter Dapp I have never seen Dexter claiming anybody. Ever. All Dexter is doing is dropping music like he did this week. While people running their mouths about, oh, I was with him, who ain't got tattoo, who ain't got this, who ain't had... Look, all Dexter do is play music and keep your life going. Ladies, for 2023, take body, gal, and shut up. Just take body and shut up. For the people who don't know what body is, take the penis and shut it up. Shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody needs to know. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. No one cares. You end up looking stupid when you go on these social media platforms and you proclaim, I was with him and how he gonna put this one before me and and he size this and he can't and he do this and he... When you was with that man, you wasn't saying all that though. You was quite comfortable with whatever he couldn't do, wasn't doing, the length, his strength, his size, his width, he whatever. You were very comfortable with it. So let it go. It is 2023. Tech, Buddy, Gal, and Shut Up. Shut Up. Popcorn is about to drop a brand new song this Friday. People are saying that he used that as promo, but Popcorn has yet to respond to that young lady, and I don't think he will. He is dropping a new song with Drake this Friday. The song, what is the song called? We Can Done, I think is the name of the song. He did put up a clip today in regards to it, and that song will be dropping this Friday with Drake. And yeah, he put up a tease today for everybody to see. We Can Done is the name of the song, and this is releasing off of his forthcoming album, Great Is He. He put that up on Tuesday, where he unveiled the Marcus Garvey inspired artwork for his project. So look out for that. This Friday, Popcorn is dropping that. Okay. Now, Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is on and Child 12. Child 12, 5 for the year. Child 12, 5 for the year. So while he was on the New Year's Eve show, he was asked this.
Personally welcome your 12th child and daughter, Halo Marie Cannon. Congratulations. How is everyone doing?
Thank you, man. The family is amazing. Everybody's healthy, and that's all we can ask for.
Yeah.
That's great. Nick, I mean, you are single-handedly repopulating the earth. I give it up to you, man. What is your plan here? What is your end game with the kids? You just want to keep going, or is there a number? Do you want to hit 20?
Manny,
where are we going with this?
Clearly, I don't have a plan. So, honestly, man, it's really just so much joy and elation to have the family that I have, and I embrace it and I love it. But I don't have a plan. That should have been clear from the jump.
A vasectomy?
Is that what you want me to get? This is my body, my choice.
Yes, that is right. Good for you. Good answer.
Nick, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I don't make resolutions, man. Like I said, I'm just so happy for health.
So Nick Cannon said he don't got no plan. He said, I ain't never had a plan. Y'all can't tell. Yeah. Y'all cannot tell that I never had a plan. I never had a plan. And I don't have a plan. I'm just having babies. He's at 12. Somebody might be pregnant right now. We don't know what's going on. But what I put up that it's the saddest thing for me to watch. Again, I work in a field where people have children that they can't take care of. People have children that are suffering. People have children that live in poverty. People have children that they can't spend time with because they work so much and all of these things. And my thing is always the time. Children don't care about your money. They care about the time. So for me, it's always the thing about time. Money comes, it goes. As soon as it come, it go. Because kids require a lot. But the time is something that they will forever remember. And of course, a lot of the times the men are like, what's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, he can have as many kids as he wants to, right? But Mariah Carey has been complaining that he hasn't been spending enough time with the older children that he has. The black baby mother complained that she's not gonna partake in this whole sham of fake Christmas pictures and all of these things because he's not doing what he says he's going to do. So again, we go back to the matter of fact of, yes, it's okay for anybody to have the amount of children that you want to have. It's your life, your money, your time, or lack thereof. It's all of you. But at the end of the day, know that children need time. They need your time. They need your attention. You could buy them all of these nice things and all of that, and they don't see you. They are as they get older, they are going to tell you about it. They're going to start doing different things, having different behaviors and those types of things. Some may act out and those types of things when you're not an active parent in their lives. So Whether you want to have 10, 50, a million, and two, men are supposed to procreate, because everybody always going with the Bible. But the Quran said when you have children, you have to take care of each child. You have to be able to provide. You have to be able to spend time with all of those children to rear them in the right direction. I know a lot of you listen to the Bible, but there's also the Quran, who says that you're supposed to have equal time for your children. Have as many as you can, but just make sure that you're spending the right amount of time with them, is all I'm saying. I don't care what y'all do. It ain't me. I got one, and that does enough for me. I got one, and he alone is like, I ain't even gonna say it because he probably listening and gonna text me like, really, lady? But teach his own. Right now in the state of California, I think it is, inmates can actually make phone calls, unlimited phone calls. Inmates can make for, I think they said, about 1 minute or so. So inmates can make unlimited phone calls to whoever they want to make phone calls to. Yeah, that's happening right now. Also, this story, I don't think anybody is aware of it, but the U.S. Virgin Islands District Attorney was actually fired days after suing J.P. Morgan Chase for alleged ties to Jeffrey Epstein. So the Virgin Islands top prosecutor, who reached a $105 million deal with Jeffrey Epstein's estate, lost her job days ago and is currently suing JP Morgan Chase in a federal court. She is actually a Black woman. I'm going to put it up on my social media probably tomorrow. She's actually a Black woman, and she is suing JP Morgan Chase right now, and she's fired because of that. Okay. The price of eggs, I don't know if you guys are aware, but eggs are currently very, very expensive. Eggs are probably like at $6.99, $8, $9, $13, $5. And eggs weren't this expensive, but what's happening is that they're having a lack of production of eggs. So now we have to pay more because it looks like less chickens are producing right now. Like, I don't understand what's going on, but the chickens are producing less eggs. So that's why you see the price of eggs going up right now. I guess we're going to have to stop eating eggs in a minute. Right now, the New York raised their minimum wage from $13 to $14. And this is another step to put more money in the New Yorkers' pockets and build a stronger state. So a lot of places, I saw some people like, oh, but that's not going to help the economy. If you were making like $6 and now you're making 14, that might be some. That might be some. Yes, New York rent is very expensive, but they're trying. I mean, I don't know what else to tell y'all. Yeah, they're trying with it. A lot of the other states, New Jersey, I think, is at $15 for the minimum wage right now. Some other states are like low on the spectrum still. Yeah, New Jersey is 13 to 14. And now it's 15 from 2019. Delaware is at 15. They're expecting to get to 15 by 2025. Yeah, so a lot of places in Pennsylvania. Now you say New York is like, oh, what are we gonna do with $15? But in Pennsylvania, you know how much the minimum wage is in PA? $7.25 in Pennsylvania. $7.25 is what folks are making in Pennsylvania. How does one live off of $7? I have no idea how someone lives off of $7. So I guess shout out to New York for trying. I guess for trying to bring the minimum wage up so folks can at least have a little decent life, I guess. Also in the news, the 2 New Jersey school districts will reinforce the indoor mask policy due to the spread of COVID, the flu, and RSV. It is Camden and Patterson right now who are enforcing the masks. They're saying that they want their students to wear masks during the school due to this big uprising of COVID and the flu and all of those things that are still, unfortunately, going around. So yeah, if you do watch, like to watch documentaries and stuff like that, Netflix actually no, I think it's Hulu. Hulu currently has Lamar Odom's "I Didn't Use Drugs at the Nevada Brothel. The owner tried to kill me." Hulu has TMZ did this documentary with Lamar Odom, where he's talking about that incident that almost took his life. And he basically went into saying that the owner of the brothel, who is now deceased since 2015, tried to kill him. He said he didn't take any drugs when he was at the brothel, but somehow it ended up in his system. He went there right after signing his divorce papers to Khloe Kardashian, and he just went there to cope, and then it ended up that he ended up almost dead. So he's basically saying that the owner, who has been dead since 2015, is the individual who basically drugged him, and he ended up there. We don't know. We can't prove it left or right because the man is dead. So I don't know. Google has announced that it's adding a red suspected spam caller warning to Google Voice calls in that they don't think is legitimate. Okay. So the company says is identifying spam using the same advanced artificial intelligence system as it does with traditional phone apps for Androids. So your phone is going to come up with a 888-888-888, and it's going to say suspected spam caller on your phone. And that way you know it's spam calling or a scammer calling, and you shouldn't answer your phone. I mean, some people still answer it anyways, but Google is now working on getting that situation taken care of so that you know who's calling your phone line and all of these spam calls and stuff like that. Right now we get scam likely, I think we get, but Google is trying to do a little bit more so that you guys can not answer the phone when these calls come through to you. Okay, so all of these apps are basically just trying to help us. I guess they're trying to help us deal with all these cameras. I tell you, on a regular basis, your phone just ring and ring and ring and ring, and now it's the solar pattern folks who call all the time. It's like they worse than the bill collectors. They call all the time to tell you to see if you're gonna get it or not. Right now in Jamaica, they did a paternity leave and adoption leave are now in effect in the Jamaica's public service for the very first time. So starting January 1st, Jamaica has imposed a paternity leave for fathers of newborns and family leave for adoptive parents bringing a new child into the home, and it went in effect on January 1st. This was stated by the Minister of State in the Ministry of Finance and a Public Service, Honorable Marcia Smith, who also advised that the proposed increase of paid maternity leave from 40 days to 3 months will commence on January 1st. So, yay, the fellas are now getting time off to bond with their babies. So kudos to Jamaica. Kudos to Jamaica for that. I know Guyana has also been trying to do that since 2019. I don't think they've gotten to it yet. They are still trying to work it out so men can get time off when a new child comes around, when they have a new baby, or if they adopt a baby. So shout out to Jamaica for following through with that aspect. And, you know, there are other islands who are currently working on those things, because I think it's unfair for women to just get all this time off and the fellas got to go to work and not be able to bond with their newborn. So shout out to Jamaica for doing that. Oh, I had said earlier that it was a minute that the inmates get. No, it's 15 minutes. So the new law allow inmates to make free unlimited 15-minute calls, international or domestic. California has just imprinted that new law. Connecticut also had it. So now California is the second state to do it, which was first done back in July. Kentucky and Massachusetts are also set to be pushing for the same legislation in the near future, with more states expected to follow suit. So, your people who are incarcerated can call their family members and their friends and those things and, have conversations. Like, you're right there, and it's free. It's unlimited and it's free. So you don't have to say, oh, that collect call come in, No, it's free. So that's the new law that they're putting in effect right now for inmates to do. Okay. I have another video I wanted to play. I think I want to wait till next week. I believe Under Construction should be here next week. This video that I wanted to play today, I'm gonna wait till next week to have the conversation, because I like when the fellas are around to have these conversations when it comes to certain things. But I wanted to play this video. It's a video that it's a show. It's an old show that used to be on. And I can't remember the name of it. The PJs. The PJs. It just came to my noggin. The PJs was a show that used to come on, and somebody actually took this this episode and basically shared this part of it.
I made you a nice dinner tonight, and I expect you to pay me back.
You would want your husband to have sex even though he's not in the mood.
Yes.
Even though I have a headache.
Yes.
Even though my friend is visiting.
I ain't mad at that.
Miriam, no means no.
You could just lie there.
So Miriam was basically telling her Mr. PJ that she wanted to have sex, and he's like, no, I have a headache. My friend is, I don't know who's the friend that's here. Like, the stuff that women say is basically what PJ said. So I went with myself and I looked up reasons why you should still have sex when you're not in the mood. You should still do it. They say because it makes you happier. Having sex releases the hormones dopamine, which triggers happy feelings of pleasure, and serotonin, which also triggers feelings of happiness. So you should have sex even when you don't want to. It also allows you to appreciate your spouse more. You become closer to your spouse or whatever person you're sleeping with. Your relationship becomes more stable. You avoid one person cheating, because most people cheat because they're not getting sex, and then some people cheat because they like sex, and other people cheat just because they can and whatever. So it avoids one partner from cheating. You'll get smarter. They also said the sex hormones bring oxygen to parts of your brain that affect your memory. That is especially true for women, because we have more connections between the right and the left hemisphere of our brain. It is good for your heart to have sex even when you don't want to. It also avoids arguments. And it's something that you both can do together. It's a win-win. So they're saying that even when you don't want to have sex, you should, because it helps your relationship. It helps your relationship. Okay. So don't say I never tell y'all nothing, but they're saying those are the reasons that you should still have sex when you don't want to. But look, if you're sick, you're sick. If you're not feeling good. But then they say that if you're sick and you have sex, then you can sweat out, you can sweat out whatever is going on, whatever fever, whatever you have going on in your body. You can literally sweat that out. Okay. That's what the people say. So when you don't want to have sex, still have sex anyway. This other conversation, I think I'm gonna get it started now, but I want to pick it up next week when Under Construction is here, because it's a guy's conversation, and it's talking about, the meme was posted this week. A lot of women were sharing this meme, and the meme basically says, "What happened to men taking women on dates and getting to know them?" A lot of women were sharing this meme all week. All week it's been the meme. It's the meme of the century. It is the meme, right? Why do men not want to take women on dates anymore? Men back in the day used to take women on dates, but now all they want is the Netflix and chill type dates. Some of the comments were, y'all need to pick different men. This guy says, I go out when there's no lockdown on dates all the time, and never once have he suggested Netflix and chill, which sounds like code for pretend to watch TV and have sex instead. It's a hedging of bets, so it's anything does happen, they can be alone with you. Not all men are like this. Some men do take women on dates, okay? Some of the other comments were never once suggested. Somebody said it was never once suggested. Netflix and chill, which sounds like code for pretend to watch TV and have sex. That's exactly what that means. Netflix and chill is pretend to watch TV and have sex. There's no way around it. That's just what it is. They also said about catfishing. They were saying that men catfish just like women catfish. So I felt like catfishing is usually associated with women, but twice now she said it happened to her big time with men. And she said both times these men were a good 50 pounds heavier than their pics. So many men also lie about their height. I'm very tall myself, so I can see clearly the difference between a 6'0" and a 5'8" footer. It's so frustrating and it's so pointless. Sure, you might be able to fool other people into matching with you when you lie, but what do you think is going to happen after they see you in person? No one likes a liar or someone who's so insecure that they have to trick people into meeting them. It really sucks because I genuinely like this latest man, but that deception is so off-putting. Unfortunately, a lot of people, particularly men, she said that she's encountered, are not upfront about their intentions until you're there with them and kind of stuck in the situation. I'm a bit scared to meet people in person for dates, even cause oftentimes they expect me to go back to their place. It's hard to pick out when, in my experience, the majority has been like that. Even the ones who go out of their way to be nice and polite. Men, what happens to men taking women on dates and getting to know them? It's less effort and money required. This one guy said he knows 5 guy friends on old, who all average about 1 to 3 dates a year, and one guy friend, an old one, who has casual sex with different women every night of the week. Good Lord. How do you have sex with different women every night of the week? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7 women. And how does one person keep up with that? How does one person keep up with having sex with 7 people? Not 7 people 1 week at a time. Every night, first all week, it's a different person. Where does the energy come from? Because what? Then another person said, I can't speak for the 4 billion other men. Maybe it's the vibe you put out or your taste in dating partners. A lot of men are dated out. They date so many women at one time that they dated out and they're broke. They ain't got no more money. They broke. They ain't got no more money because they've been dating this girl, that girl, da 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 da, and now they ran out of money. So that's why they're not dating. They said that the average single person goes on 41 dates per year. But it is believed that the average dates is 4 dates is the average amount before a date turns serious. The study of 2,000 adults who say they have already met the one found that women will also go on 7 dates as well as men do. So, how are you doing? How do you do 41 dates in a year and probably not with the same person? How do you do that? That's a lot of money if you think about it. Let's say a date, most dates these days is like you're spending in the hundreds, like unless you go into the movies and buy popcorn. And I do not suggest that as a first date. While the woman might be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll go, whatever. She's texting her girlfriends like, this took me to the movies and gave me popcorn, and that was the date. It might work for some women. Some women like Olive Garden. Some women like Ruth Chris. Some women like all of these other different expensive places. Some women like McDonald's. Some women like Burger King. I don't know. But how are you dating 41 people per year? What kind of job do you have that is happening? What kind of job? That's a lot of money to just be dating people. And a lot of times, guys, I want y'all to know that some of you are saved as the food guy in a lot of women's telephone. In a lot of women's cell phone, you're saved as the food guy because that's all she sees you as. Food is calling. Let me get dressed because food is calling. Because sometimes, too, you men also play a lot of games. You're not honest. You're not upfront about what you're doing. So the do's and don'ts in dating multiple women is that you don't call, text, or message her once you've began having sex. The golden rule of dating multiple women at once is never to call them after you've had sex. Be honest when she asks you, are you seeing anyone else? There has never been a man who says yes. If he knows that you are the kind of woman that will not stick around to even go on a next date with him, he will not be honest about dating several women at one time. His response will be, no, you are the only one that I am dating, because he knows you're not going to go for it. Okay. Once you've had sex with her a few times, but are not behaving as though you want a committed relationship, a woman will usually ask if you're seeing any other women or where you think your relationship with her is heading. If you have to ask a man what are we, where is this going, or whatever, you already know it ain't nothing. Ain't gonna be nothing. It's nothing. It's just some sex. And that's it. Or some food or some hangout time or whatever. It's nothing. Ain't nothing. You don't have to ask a man what is something. They'll show you, they'll tell you, you'll know. You'll know. Do let her be your time to unwind. Do let her be your time to unwind, not your girlfriend. If you're constantly taking a girl out to expensive restaurants and trying to organize additional dates, then it means that you're most likely trying to be her boyfriend. Don't get too close with her family. When couples transition from sexual dating to building a relationship, okay? So if you are dating somebody and you're meeting their family and all of these things, know that you are encouraging a behavior that you might not be able to continue. There is a show on Netflix called Ultimatum. And the Ultimatum show is basically where you split up your partners. You give your partner ultimatum, like either you marry me or I'm leaving, those types of things. and you spend 3 weeks with a different person for 3 weeks trying to figure out if this is the person that you want to be with. I like to know. Next week I'm going to talk about it, like how many people would allow that to happen. I don't know.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Me nah go lie, girl, me nah love you, but me know my body weak to you.
Yeah, with the fix with Shalji, I am out the building. I will be back here next Wednesday. DJ Tree is up next. I feel my voice leaving me, so I think it's time to stop talking. I'm just gonna take us out the building with some music. I'm streaming on GetWithTheFix.net, Blaze Radio, Metric, Mighty Mix, Coffee. I think I said everybody, right? I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday, same time, same place. Bye.
Leaving you, even though you know, say the look man I cuss you. You know, say me have me girl and I not just you. Plus it too good for me take one and just go. Look like this is something where me cannot just talk. Make me rough you up, then I rock. Sure. I'll be here, say, hurry up. Me say me a come and she say me a go fuss you. Then I go like, girl, me no love you, but me know my body weak to you. Me no really feel so tired, but me really want to sleep with you. And I love me, really love you, me just really love to cheat with you. Me no go like, girl, me no love you, but you know my body weak to you. Da 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 da. She take a flight and link the G. The sexy little body that she bring for me. See a flight, a woman set the shit. Now you're finally next to me. Yeah. Long time I not see you, know me have your close up. There's so much I want in my mind when me see your pose up. I'm the one who will take it off, take it off, take it off. But some feel when I miss it.
Yeah, with the fix with Shalji. I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, for the phone calls, the conversations. Good night. DJ Dree is up next on GetWithTheFix.net and also on Majestic Music.
Always look good in what you got on. But I'm more in love when your cover's not on. Your skin smooth when me take off your Louis Vuitton.
I'm going to talk a little bit about Vibes Cartel next week. I'm going to have a conversation about Vibes Cartel next week. Yeah, I think I am.
Makeup sex is the best sex. Pop me chest, you for vex, yes. Me grab on, buy up like bench press. Then you get a pretty icky necklace. That I feel the love when me your express. Sweater dropping on your face. Net the position to make the bed rest. So sorry, say me hurt you, girl. Forgive me, me no remember her. You need me, I me need you. Makeup sex is the best sex, truly. You are my best friend. Makeup sex is the best sex, truly. You are my best friend. No more lipstick on my shirt sleeve. Wine bandit, make the hurt leave. My rug there, no shoes, please. Come don't move, please. Yeah, my AC blow a cool breeze. Looking at the jar, you see.
DJ Dree is up next, 9 p.m. on Get With The Fix and Majestic Music. Good night, guys. I'll see you guys next week.
Forgive me, me remember her. You need me, I need you. Makeup sex is the best sex, truly. You are my best friend. Makeup sex is the best sex, truly. You are my best friend. Makeup sex is the best sex.
Pop me chest, you for vex, yes. Me grab on by your like bench press. Then you get a pretty icky necklace. That a fit the love when me your express. Sweat a drop in your face. Net the position to make the bed rest. So sorry, say me hurt you, girl. Forgive me, me no remember her. You need me, I need you. Makeup sex is the best sex, truly. You are my best friend. Makeup sex is the best sex, truly. You are my best friend. Makeup sex is the best sex, truly. Makeup sex is the best sex, truly.